Hi everyone, I Vibhuti Pragya here again with another book review, Becoming. Becoming is an autobiography or a memoir of Michelle Obama, First Lady of USA for 2 terms of presidency of Barack Obama, that is 2009 to 2012, and then 2012 to 2017. She is an inspiration for everyone, particularly ladies who want to achieve their goals in spite of struggles in their lives. In this book, she shares her personal insight towards life. It's a balanced book which talks about her journey towards life, which according to her is infinite. She starts her story when she was a child and goes till she becomes the first lady of USA and then come back to live a normal life in her own house in Chicago. She shares with us about her insecurities, her struggles, her victories of life. She also talks about many emotional moments of her life, her romance, Friday night dates and dinner, her marriage proposal, her disliking for cigarettes, her marriage, her struggle as a woman, her disliking of politics, her role as a daughter, sister, mother, wife, professional, friend, finally as a first lady of the country. She also talks about her contribution in campaign for presidential election and before that. This book is divided into three parts: Becoming Me, Becoming Us, and Becoming More. In first part, she discussed about her childhood, her parents, father Fraser, mother Marian, her brother Craig, who was a good basketball player in the college and the city, her grandparents, they were African American, her aunt and the piano teacher, Robbie. She also discussed about her elementary school, Barnmore, her secondary school, Whitney Young High School, her admission in Princeton College, teachers, principal Mr. Smith, who helped her take admission in college, and extended paternal and maternal family. Her father was a water pump operator and mother was housewife. They lived in a small rented apartment with limited resources on the south side of Chicago. Her father developed a problem in one of his legs, which disabled him, but he never liked to talk about his problem. He taught her to be courageous and to work hard for her community and to keep her words. Her mother taught her to use her voice. She also taught her to value herself. Her parents always offered their children the guidelines instead of rules. Her mother used to say, "I'm not raising babies, I'm raising adults." She beautifully raised the issue of racial discrimination and the house fire in the city of Chicago. She discussed about her taking admission in Princeton, which was dominated by white community. She became professional lawyer from Harvard Law School. After becoming the lawyer, she got a job in Chicago in a high-end law firm called Sidley Austin. She was doing the job of mentoring an incoming summer associate. There she met Barack Obama, who had just finished his first year of law school, Harvard Law School, and exceptionally came for the summer associate in her firm. He looked very clear about his own directions in life. In second part of the book, Becoming Us, we come to know about Barack Obama's and Michelle Obama's developing love towards each other. Barack's family, his African American origin, their marriage, children, his political career. She is pretty honest and open about minute details of her life. Barack Obama was the son of black father and a white mother from Kansas. He was born and raised in Honolulu, Hawaii. His parents were Mother Ann Dunhana and Father Barack Obama Sr. His parents' marriage was brief and confusing. His childhood was spent with his grandparents. She also discussed about his two half sisters, Maya and Oma. She talked about Barack's career along with her career developments. He completed his graduation from Columbia University. Obama was elected as the first African American editor of Harvard Law Review, a prestigious journal. He worked in Chicago as a community organizer. He wanted to do the change in the society at grassroots level. He had a passion of reading and spent all his spare time and money on books. She was very happy about the forthcoming life with Barack, which she knew would be exciting. As a lawyer, she was successful, but she was not happy with that profession. That profession was not fulfilling the purpose of her life. She mentioned that she was very hurt and broken when her father died. He was an inspiration for her. She also mentioned the death of her friend Suzanne, which is very emotional and touching. She shared her joy when she got married to Barack Obama in 1992 and having two children, Malia and Sasha. Motherhood became her motivator. She was a detail-oriented person. She found her passion. She wanted to serve her community and her neighbor. She served as Assistant Commissioner of Planning and Development in Chicago City Hall. She served on Executive Director of the Chicago chapter of Public Allies, which was a non-profit organization preparing youth for public service. After that, she worked with University of Chicago as Associate Dean for Community Service. There she was promoted to become Vice President at the University of Chicago Medical Center. They managed to buy a condo in Hyde Park. She discussed in detail the career of Barack. After law school, Obama returned to Chicago to practice as a civil rights lawyer. He also taught constitutional law part-time at University of Chicago Law School between 1992 and 2004, first as a lecturer and then as a professor, and helped organize registration under Project Vote, where minority turnout was traditionally low. He worked as a grassroots organizer at Illinois State. He registered 10,000 voters per week. He knew the power of voting and worked for Democrat Party. Project Vote Drive helped Democrat Bill Clinton win Illinois and he became president in 1992. This also helped Carol Mosley Warren to become state legislator of Illinois. She was the first African American woman elected to the US Senate. In the start of 1993, Barack flew to Bali and spent about 5 weeks living alone to complete his first book, which was an autobiography, Dreams from My Father. It was published in 1995. As a wife, she never wanted her husband to go to politics because politicians need to remain away from home. But she gave Barack her approval and freedom to shape and pursue his dreams, helped him to raise funds from wide network of her connection. She took responsibility of every aspect of life at home. She maintained normalcy and stability in her and her children's life. She made a schedule for her and her children and stuck to it. In 1996, Barack was elected to Illinois Senate. In 2004, he was elected for the US Senate. He gained national recognition. He won 70% of the vote statewide and get significant majority. His second book was published in 2006, The Audacity of Hope. She explained in detail about the campaign for the presidential election. She not only supported but campaigned for her husband, but was available in front of the American people on stage with her children and delivered speech. She faced critique for many things, including her height and race. Finally, he became the 44th President of United States. In 2009, Michelle became the First Lady of USA. In the final part, Becoming More, she discussed about her journey to White House and back. She discussed that how they were greeted in White House in a diplomatic reception room of South Lawn by the First Lady Laura Bush and President Bush. She discussed the grandeur and vastness of White House and the facilities offered to them. Her life in the White House is totally different from previous one, and it was a transmission between a normal life and a luxurious one. For a middle class humble person, it was mesmerizing. There were 132 rooms, 35 bathrooms, and 28 fireplaces spread over 6 floors. Rooms were very big, whose windows were made up of bomb-resistant glasses. She discussed about security of the White House and Secret Service. She discussed about other help like florist, chef, painters, electrician, etc. She gave due respect to everyone who contributed in her life. She expressed her concern about safety of her children, Sasha and Malia, and her foremost priority to settle both of them in new school quickly and comfortably. In White House, she chose her own agenda and responsibilities and tried to complete it with grace. After becoming First Lady, she worked for many projects. She planned to plant a garden in White House, giving the masses about healthy living. South Lawn gradually turned lush and vibrant green. This created public conversation about nutrition, especially at school and among parents. She worked for childhood obesity. It was all about providing healthier and nutritious food to the students so they can become physically active. She worked for service members, veterans, and their families by providing education and employment. She worked for the girls' education and empowerment. She supported military families too. She talked about learning and organizing service of traditional parties and dinner in White House. She discussed about the international trips which she made with her husband. She visited England for G20 summit and met British Prime Minister Gordon Brown. She met Prince Philip and the Queen Elizabeth too. She was 82 years old then. She described the Buckingham Palace where Queen lived. It was grand, has 775 rooms, 15 times bigger than the White House. She discussed about the African trip where she got the chance to meet Nelson Mandela and remembered his sacrifice for his nation. She discussed about killing of Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden in April 2011 in Pakistan. He was the mastermind behind 9/11 terrorist attack. With her own story, she mentioned other political events during the presidential year between 2009 to 2017. In 2017, they returned to their home city of Chicago. I liked this book a lot and recommend it to all the book lovers. It's a fabulous book which gives information about Michelle and Barack Obama's life, their struggles and achievements, along with social, political, historical situation of the country. It's a motivating book which inspires us to move forward with our dreams regardless of our circumstances and criticism. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.